Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can find auto-ungates, and also I'm going to be showing you guys how you can find products that only require 10 units to get ungated. If you don't know what an auto-ungate is, essentially an auto-ungate is a brand that does not require any invoices to get ungated. Now, if you don't know what getting ungated is, when you first start selling on Amazon, you have to get ungated in order to sell a product. So essentially what that is, it's basically going to an authorized distributor, buying 10 units or however many units that is required, buying those units from an authorized distributor, getting it shipped to your house or your business address, or whatever the case may be. And then from there, you're sending in the invoice to Amazon. Of course, meeting Amazon's requirements and everything like that. I'll show you guys what that looks like and everything. So without further ado, let's get started. First things first, you want to go ahead and open up SellerAmp, and then you also want to open up a Google Doc. The reason why you want to open up the Google Doc is so everything is organized, right? Basically a list of auto-ungates and then a list of 10 units. That way you know what you're auto-ungated for, and that way you know what brands require 10 units. So if you don't have SellerAmp already, make sure you go ahead and get SellerAmp. They do offer a 14-day free trial. Now, I only recommend getting SellerAmp after your Amazon seller account is approved. That's going to be very crucial, because if your seller account is not approved, then you're not even going to be able to sell products yet or even get ungated. So if you haven't already, start to scan products using SellerAmp. Now, you can either do this online or by doing online arbitrage, or you can do retail arbitrage, or you can even scan something around the house real quick just to utilize this method. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my history. I'm going to click on a random product. So we're going to click on this product, and this is going to be easy. So you guys need to utilize this. This is going to be easy, and this is going to help you. All I'm going to do is come over to here where it says offers. So as you guys can see, we have a lot of people doing FBM. All we're going to do is look for people that have less than 10 reviews, because if they have less than 10 reviews, that basically means that they have just started to sell on Amazon, just like you guys if you're a new seller. Even if you are an experienced seller, this can still help you. And if you're an experienced seller, you know how good storefront stalking can be. So we're going to look for storefronts that have less than 10 reviews. The reason why we're going to skip on this storefront is because it has over 100 reviews. We need less than 10. And the reason why we need less than 10 is because it's going to be people who have just recently started Amazon. And in their storefront, it's either going to be auto-ungates or it's going to be brands that only require 10 units to get ungated, which is very crucial because Amazon recently changed their rules and regulations. And now majority of the big brands require 100, 200 to 300 units to get ungated. We're going to skip on this. We're going to skip on this storefront because it's 483 reviews. We need less than 10. So this storefront actually has 2 reviews. So this is a storefront we're looking for because, like I said, we need less than 10 reviews. You don't want to be storefront stalking somebody that has over 100 reviews, that even has 50 or even has 20, because they're not a new seller. Has less than 2 reviews is basically considered a newbie. So what we're going to do is basically go through this whole entire storefront, and we are going to see if we are either auto-ungated or if these brands only require 10 units to get ungated. And then if it does require 10 units to get ungated, or if it is auto-ungate, we're just going to mark down the ASIN, and then we're going to put it in our Google Doc to keep everything organized. This product is not an auto-ungate, so all I'm going to do is go down to eligibility. I'm going to click manual ungate, and then from there I'm going to see what brand it is. So that's the brand right there. I'm going to click request approval, and then from there it's going to tell me everything that I need in order to get ungated for this product. So like I mentioned in the beginning, this is everything that is required and everything that needs to be on the invoice in order for you to get ungated. So this is going to be everything that we need. Since we're storefront stalking people who have just started, everything that we're not going to be auto-ungated for, it only requires 10 units. Units versus 100 units, I'm choosing 10 units every time. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the product, and all we're going to do is copy the ASIN, and we're going to go to our Google Doc, and we're going to put 10 units to get ungated. And so now we know that this product only requires 10 units to get ungated. Now we can go back to their storefront and keep storefront stalking them to see if we come across any products that are either auto-ungates or only require 10 units to get ungated. So we're going to click on this product. Like I said, it's either going to be an auto-ungate or it only requires 10 units to get ungated. So I actually am auto-ungated for this product. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is copy down the ASIN. That way I'm able to go back to it. And I'm going to put it on my list. And I'm going to put auto-ungate. Now I'm going to go back to their storefront, and I'm going to repeat the process over and over again. So as you guys can see here, we're also ungated for this product as well. So all I'm going to do, like I said, is just copy down the ASIN. I'm going to paste it into my Google Doc, and then I'm going to put auto ungate. And like I said, we're just going to go back to their storefront. I'm going to click load more. And then we are going to go here, click on this product. So again, it's either an auto ungate or it only requires 10 units. As you can see, I'm not ungated for this product. And this is also the exact same brand. See, look, they got ungated for this brand that only requires 10 units, and now they're selling more products that this brand has. I'm pretty sure this first one on this list is actually this brand as well. So no, this product only requires 10 units. As you can see, it legit only requires 10 units. So let's say now you're done storefront stalking your first store, and now you're ready to go to your next store. What you're gonna do is go to the first person storefront that you were just stalking. What you're gonna do is click the back button to access that. And then from there, you're just gonna click on any product that they have. And then you're gonna go back to square one. So you're gonna go back to offers, and now you're gonna look for another storefront that has less than 10 reviews. And sometimes when you're actually doing this method, you find on one product that there's over 10 sellers that have less than 10 reviews. So now you have over 10 storefronts that you can possibly stalk. I'm pretty sure this is the storefront we just stalked, so I'm not gonna utilize that one. Let's see here. So this storefront actually has no reviews, which is phenomenal for us because as a new seller, you don't have any reviews yet. So Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, they're either auto-ungated for this product or it only requires 10 units to get ungated. So as you guys can see here, I am auto-ungated for this product. So all I'm going to do is copy the ASIN. And then we're just going to paste it into my Google Doc. And we're going to put auto-ungate. So I've been doing this for less than 10 minutes and I haven't even been speeding past it. If I was speeding past it, of course, I would, this list would be up to 15 by now. But we were actually able to generate 1, 2, 3, 4. We were actually able to generate 3 auto-ungates and then 1 brand that needs 10 units to get ungated. So imagine doing this for 1 hour. Imagine doing this for 2 hours. Imagine all the auto-ungates that you would come across and all the brands that you would come across that only require 10 units. Use this method. Use this method. I have case studies of this method working. So if you're not utilizing this method, if you're not applying what I'm teaching you, then do you really want it that bad?